There's something magnetic about good girls falling for bad boys, the tension, the thrill, the spark. These 7 movies prove that opposites don't just attract, they explode. Number 7. Endless Love, 2014, director Shanna Festa. Endless Love is one of those movies that wears its heart right on its sleeve. It's glossy, romantic, and shamelessly sentimental, and yet there's something raw beneath all that shine. Jade Butterfield, played by Gabriella Wilde, is the definition of a sheltered good girl. She's book-smart, soft-spoken, and always done what her parents expected. Then comes David, Alex Pettyfer, the charming working-class boy with a mysterious past and just the right amount of danger in his smile. Their connection? Instant. It's that kind of chemistry you can feel in the air before they even touch. It's reckless, pure, and intoxicating, the kind of love you can't reason with. Jade's parents see him as a threat, of course. They think she's too young, too naive, and maybe they're right. But that's exactly what makes their romance so powerful. It's the first taste of freedom, the first burn of rebellion. Watching Endless Love feels like being caught between memory and fantasy. You remember what it's like to fall for someone who changes everything, the way they make you forget who you were before them. That's what makes this story timeless. Number 6. The Spectacular Now, 2013. Let's talk about something more grounded, and maybe a little too real. The Spectacular Now isn't your typical teen romance. It's tender, awkward, and painfully honest. Miles Teller plays Sutter, the life of the party, the guy everyone loves but no one truly knows. He hides his pain behind jokes and liquor, floating through life like nothing can touch him. Then he meets Amy, played by Shailene Woodley, sweet, shy, sincere. She's the kind of girl who still believes in dreams, and when she looks at Sutter, she sees potential. Their story isn't fantasy, it's reality. It's what happens when someone broken meets someone pure and tries to become better, even if he doesn't know how. Teller and Woodley have this quiet, believable chemistry. You can see it in the way he looks at her, like he's scared to ruin something good for once. What makes The Spectacular Now so special is that it doesn't give us a fairy tale ending. Instead, it gives us growth, messy, uneven, and real. It's about how sometimes the bad boy doesn't need saving, he just needs someone to remind him that he can be more. Number 5. Remember Me, 2010, director Alan Coulter. Now, Remember Me hits differently. This movie is quiet, reflective, and carries a kind of sadness that lingers. Robert Pattinson steps away from his Twilight fame here and gives us Tyler, a rebellious young man haunted by tragedy. He's angry at the world, disconnected, and searching for meaning. Then comes Ally, played by Amélie de Ravin, gentle, thoughtful, and carrying her own share of loss. Their relationship unfolds slowly. It's not about wild passion, it's about healing. There's a scene where they walk together at night, and it feels like time stops, like two lonely people finally found someone who understands. What's powerful about Remember Me is that it reminds us love isn't always fireworks and chaos. Sometimes it's just two damaged souls holding each other up, even if only for a moment. The ending, without giving it away, hits you right in the chest. It's a story about how love, even when fleeting, can still change your life forever. Number 4. Beautiful Disaster, 2023. Director Roger Kumble. Now we're turning up the heat and the chaos. Beautiful Disaster is a modern spin on the good girl meets bad boy trope, and it knows exactly what it's doing. Abby, played by Virginia Gardner, is a college freshman trying to leave her wild past behind. She wants normalcy, stability, a clean slate. Enter Travis Maddox. Dylan Sprouse's tattooed, cocky underground fighter who oozes trouble. He's confident to the point of arrogance, charming in that infuriating way, and absolutely the kind of guy your mom would warn you about. Their story begins with a bet, because of course it does. But what starts as a challenge quickly spirals into something fiery and real. The chemistry between Abby and Travis is electric, the kind that makes every argument feel like foreplay and every glance feel like a dare. It's not trying to be profound, it's loud, sexy, and self-aware. But underneath all the banter and fights, there's a story about control and vulnerability, about how sometimes falling for someone dangerous forces you to confront the parts of yourself you've tried to hide. Beautiful Disaster might not be subtle, but it's honest about what it is, pure, messy passion. And honestly, sometimes that's exactly what we want to watch. Number 3. The Edge of 17, 2016, director Kelly Fremon Craig. Not every good girl bad boy story has to be a full-blown romance. Sometimes it's just that fleeting, confusing connection that defines youth. The Edge of 17 captures that perfectly. Haley Steinfeld plays Nadine, awkward, self-conscious, and hilariously blunt. She's the kind of girl who doesn't fit in, constantly comparing herself to everyone else. Then there's Nick, the mysterious older guy who barely has to try to get her attention. He's confident, detached, and everything she thinks she wants. Their dynamic isn't romanticized. It's real. It's about those moments when attraction and insecurity collide, when you fall for someone because they make you feel seen, even if they don't really see you at all. But what makes this movie shine is its honesty about growing up. Nadine's journey isn't about getting the boy. It's about finding herself. That's what makes The Edge of 17 so refreshing in this lineup. It reminds us that sometimes the bad boy isn't meant to be your happy ending. He's just the catalyst that helps you grow into who you're meant to be. Number 2. The Place Beyond the Pines, 2012, director Derek Cianfrance. This one's not just a love story. It's a tragedy painted in quiet blues and silvers. The Place Beyond the Pines is hauntingly beautiful, a film that lingers long after it's over. Ryan Gosling plays Luke, a motorcycle stunt rider who lives by impulse. He falls for Romina, played by Eva Mendes, a good woman, steady and kind, who tries to build a life far away from the chaos he represents. But love, as always, doesn't care about logic. Luke's need to provide for her and their son leads him down a dangerous path. Every decision he makes is born out of love. But that love becomes destructive. Gosling's performance is pure vulnerability wrapped in leather and tattoos. You can feel the tragedy building with every quiet look, every desperate choice. What makes The Place Beyond the Pines unforgettable is how it shows the ripple effect of love and mistakes, how one man's choices echo across generations. It's not just a story about a bad boy and a good girl. It's about what happens when love collides with fate. Number 1. Rebel Without a Cause, 1955, director Nicholas Ray. And now, the one that started it all, the original blueprint. Rebel Without a Cause isn't just a movie. It's a cultural moment frozen in time. James Dean's Jim Stark is the embodiment of misunderstood youth, angry, lost, and searching for meaning in a world that doesn't seem to care. Natalie Wood plays Judy, the good girl caught between her parents' expectations and her own desires. When they meet, it's like two lonely souls finally finding their reflection. Every scene between them crackles with unspoken emotion. The way Judy looks at Jim, cautious but fascinated. The way he softens around her, even for a moment. It's all so fragile, so beautifully human. What makes Rebel Without a Cause iconic is that it captures a universal truth, that underneath rebellion and innocence, both sides are just looking for connection. The film's style, its color palette, even its silences, everything about it feels alive. James Dean didn't just play a bad boy. He became the symbol of restless youth. His performance is timeless, and so is their story. From Endless Love's summer fire to Rebel Without a Cause's eternal angst, every one of these films reminds us why we crave stories like this. They speak to that part of us that wants to believe passion can rewrite destiny, even if only for a moment. Because in the end, good girls and bad boys aren't opposites, they're mirrors. Two sides of the same longing, to be seen, to be changed, and to be loved fearlessly.